Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I would like to talk about how I try to transform and spice up my style with trendier pieces, with current pieces, with color, while still staying true to my game and to my personal individual style and not losing myself within the whole fashion jungle out there. So for the past couple of years, my personal style mission basically was to figure out how to always look put together and also move away from chasing all those trends out there. And as much as I think that I actually kind of figured out and achieved the goal of being able to always, look decent and put together, as at some point I felt like, oh my god, I always look the same. And that whatever I would pull out of my wardrobe, it would all look the same basically. So for the past year and a half or maybe 2 years, I just started slowly to get back to a little bit more current and trendy looks or pieces while still keeping what I have and make everything work with the wardrobe that I had built up to this point. So as much as I'm of course still on that journey and I'm still trying to figure out what works for me and how I can, make the best out of my style, have fun with fashion, make my looks and my style feel interesting to me, but also in the same way not make stupid money decisions. I still feel like to this point I have found or locked in some key criteria that just help me working out which items to buy and which not, and when it's good to take a risk when it comes to, purchasing a fashion item or not. So I thought, why not share this with you? Oh my god, my cats are going crazy in my wardrobe. Amazing. Cat hair everywhere. Nice shots. I actually already wrote a post on my personal blog, thegeekischic.com. However, the content there is just German. But since I feel very passionate about this topic and I feel that a lot of people might find this helpful in some way, I figured why not put this into a video in English so that more people can, see it. So before we get started, please, as usual, if you are into fashion on a geeky level just like me, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that we see each other again. It means the world to me. Okay, let's get started. Tip number 1 is choose your trends wisely. And it's just kind of a method to filter out trends from all the different trends that are out there that really fit your style and that really suit you and that your style actually benefits from. And by that I mean choose trends that only literally make you happy and that you absolutely love. And I know that sounds super generic and duh in the first moment when you hear it, but what I mean with that is you have to actually feel kind of a personal connection to a trend. Did I mention that I'm a geek when it comes to fashion? So when it comes to me, as an example, I really love certain trends that remind me of my childhood, what I wore as a teenager or even as a child in the 80s and 90s. Or of a specific fashion era, like the 80s, which I absolutely love, or the 70s as well. Or something that reminds me of my favorite music, or a specific place or something that I have been to. The specific trend just has to give me some, certain vibe that I just truly, individually, personally love. And this way I think that we can wear or invest in something that may be trendy at this moment, but we still know that we absolutely love this piece, that we will cherish it for a long time, and that we will have a blast wearing it. For me, my favorite trends at the moment are still the dad sneakers, the belt bags, and cycling shorts, because all of these trends remind me of the 80s and 90s and what I used to wear as a child or as a teenager, and I just really love the looks that you create with them and that slightly retro-esque feeling. I also love everything animal print. I've been loving and wearing animal prints since I was 16. As a rockabilly, as a goth, as a new metal Limp Bizkit fan back in the early 2000s. So yeah, I just love that. It's my trend that just occurs over and over again within fashion history, and every time it does, I'm just happy and I pull out my Lego stuff. And the second thing about choosing trends wisely is you have to be able to immediately visualize yourself wearing this piece with almost everything in your wardrobe. And I don't mean everything, I mean almost everything. Because if we go with the you have to be able to style something with everything in your wardrobe, we end up looking boring and the same every single day. So it doesn't have to be, you know, compatible with every single piece. However, it should be something that you can literally see yourself wearing with a lot of stuff. Either in a way that it totally transforms your outfits and is like a true game changer, or just, you know, in a casual everyday way. If I immediately see myself wearing a certain item and I can literally like visualize with what I style it, when I wear it, how I feel when I wear it, I think this is already a good sign and a good indicator that buying a piece that may be a little bit more on the trendy side still could be a good decision, because you can already imagine yourself having, you know, a lot of fun with that piece. Tip number 2 would be incorporate the right colors into your wardrobe. So as I mentioned a million times, I am a sucker for the monochromish spectrum of colors. I love a black and white outfit, I love an all black or all white outfit, and I love all those beiges and creams and grays and camels out there. So very, very neutral. And this color spectrum has a lot of benefits. You look put together all the time, you look very classy all the time, you get dressed in a minute every day. But to me personally, I just got so bored of my own style. So as much as I did look for a lot of neutral pieces within the past years, I still started to incorporate some specific colors back into my wardrobe. And what helped me was really define and identify a certain amount of colors that I just find myself gravitate towards throughout like my whole life or through the past years, like over and over again. And for me personally, these colors would be red, all shades of pink, and a little bit of yellow. So I think defining those 2 or 3 colors that you really, really love for a very, very long time really helps you to invest or to buy into a couple of like colorful accents that still meet again within your wardrobe, so that you not end up looking like the gay empowerment rainbow every day. So what I do, for example, with shades of red or with like bright red, which I absolutely love. I love a red shoe, I love a red bag, but I also sometimes just love to have like little red details. For example, I would have like a red stripe on my shoe, or I would have a red bandana around like my bag or something. Or I would just wear a red lip to that. So you already have like, you know, a little bit of like pops of colors that really pull together your outfit and still make it a little bit more interesting and exciting, especially when it's like super like monochrome. So the alternative for that, if you feel a little bit more committed towards a certain color, for me that would be all shades of pink. If you follow me on Instagram, you will see this color a lot actually. And that is to really find some cool statement pieces that you know, because of the color, will act as total game changers for your certain outfits. They will instantly lift them up, make them more current, more trendy, more fashionable, more interesting, whatever it is you are looking for. And that for me is something like my pink pair of Celine trousers, or my favorite baby pink cashmere sweater. It's just very important, I think, to choose a certain amount of colors, not overburden yourself, not go crazy, so that you still feel like your wardrobe stays with a certain color concept and color scheme. For me personally, this philosophy just works out very, very well, because every time I feel like I want to incorporate some color into my outfit, I know exactly which colors to go for, and it's still very easy for me to incorporate them and make them work on a outfit. So tip number 3 would be all about growing out of your comfort zone with your most comfortable pieces. And this philosophy actually helped me, especially in the beginning when I felt super annoyed and bored by my own style, but I didn't really had the guts and wasn't brave enough to, you know, change everything up, and it wasn't even necessary. So just as an example, I'm someone who actually enjoys a good shirt or a good blouse. I always feel comfortable with them, I always feel confident in them, and I think that a good blouse or a good shirt is absolutely priceless in your wardrobe, because it always makes you feel amazing and look really, really put together and good. So what I did, instead of buying another classic cut shirt or blouse for women, I started to search for shirts or blouses that had some more interesting and more edgy or playful or whatever element to it. Like my Theory shirt, which I absolutely love to death, which has this like very cool and feminine off the shoulder cut to it, but it's still super classy and super elegant. Or I would go for a super oversized shirt that I could style with, you know, cycling pants or something. Or I would just look for any kind of detail in the design, in the pattern, in the color, in whatever it may be, in the cut, that just make this blouse or this shirt stand out more, so that I don't end up buying the same thing over and over again. I think it's very, very helpful, and this is something that I always try to keep in mind, to use specific products that you know that you love to wear all the time, and try to, you know, transform them or try to step out of your usual comfort zone within this piece or with this piece. So if you are a sneaker lover, don't buy the next generic white flat whatever sneaker. Maybe go for a crazy dad sneaker or something instead, because it will be something that transforms your outfit instantly, but it still is a white sneaker, so you will wear it, I guarantee. So I hope these tips make kind of sense for you. I know they are very like fashionably psychological. These are just 3 ways that make it a little bit easier for me to navigate through all the impulses and all the trendiness out there, because I'm a very, very impulse-driven person. I love everything what I see. I can see beauty in everything, really. I feel very passionate for like fashion and trends and like new topics and just tendencies in general. So for me, it really helps to have certain criteria that help me navigate through all this. So if you like what I said today, please give this video a thumbs up, and we'll see each other in the next video. Bye!